Hello everyone and welcome to the Carcode YouTube channel. My name's Sam, and if you're new here, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Today I'm at the Geneva International Motor Show and I'm going to be doing a review or first look on the Renault 5 EV. So you can see in this artwork covered with 5s everywhere, this is the life-size body form of the Renault 5 in the pop yellow metallic colour. Really cool flagship colour. They've gone all out Renault with this, so this is nice. This is the concept. As you can see, it's a little bit wider and you've got the wide wheels and wheel arches just for the body form look. So this is like what we saw in Paris in 2022, and then I'll show you around the production model now. Production model that'll be available to order at the end of the year for UK and will be coming next year. This time next year, these will be on UK roads. Really exciting, so bright, and definitely harking back to the original Renault 5. I love the look of this car. The main flagship colours for the Renault 5: pop yellow, pop green and midnight blue. I personally love midnight blue and I love the pop yellow. Pop green is really out there as well. They've definitely gone really bold with the new Renault 5. Really exciting to have an affordable, funky looking electric vehicle. Let me know what colour you would pick. Of course there is some more toned down colours, a white and a black, but you've got midnight blue, pop green and pop yellow. Personally, I love the midnight blue and the pop yellow. They're my two favourites. We're going to be doing a bit of cool augmented reality now. This looks really good.
Hey, I'm Reno, the official Renault avatar. Nice to meet you.
Let's build one.
Welcome to Module 5.
I think I'm going to go for blue. Ooh, techno or they look cool. Midnight blue or black roof. Let's go for a black roof. That's cool. Yellow for sure.
How do you like your R5?
That is very cool. This is just like the car I built on the configurator thing. Midnight blue on this car looks so good. This has got this sort of slight gold line that looks better than the red in my opinion. Really love the look of the Renault 5. It's coming to the UK as well, and it's going to be priced at under £25,000. So more accessible than you may think. Honda E, for example, a few years ago was 37. So this is going to be an affordable car for the masses, is what Renault hopes. It's fun at the same time and still got loads of technology and good quality, which is excellent. We've got these really sporty looking side skirts, and all the alloy wheels are 18 inches, which look really great in pop green, and it looks really bright and vibrant. Really nice that manufacturers are being quite experimental with the colours. You've got these squares and squares in the lights, even a little French flag. Really pays tribute to the old Renault 5 whilst putting it into the future. So lots of sort of retro but modern. Think the Fiat 500, Volkswagen Beetle, that sort of vibe. I have a feeling it's going to be a cult following this car. It has died down a bit now, so the perfect time to check out the Renault 5 in the pop yellow colour. I think this is my favourite. I can't decide between this or midnight blue. You've got this metallic red stripe here as well, which you can have in different colours. I'm not a huge fan of this. It does remind me quite a lot of what Vauxhall used in some of their cars in the course of the Mokka E, for example. But you can't say it's not bright. It's really clever what they've done with the Renault 5, and it's still an affordable EV, which is really exciting. I'm standing outside the original Renault 5 now, and you can really see the new one takes a lot of inspiration from the design, especially the shape here at the back, the rear lights, and on the newer models of the Renault 5, so 80s, 90s, they've got more lights like the new electric one. So loads of styling cues, and really nice to see these retro cars made brand new on electric. The back of the Renault 5 is really where it sells itself, with these retro inspired tail lamps. You've got Renault there, and then the little 5 logo as well. I'll show you the boot. Boot space on the Renault 5 electric is actually 326 litres. It's very deep and quite narrow, but it does give you that space, sort of a short, deep boot. It reminds me a lot of what the Scirocco boots were like. So they're quite narrow, but they're really deep down, so you can actually fit quite a lot in the boot. And there's even some storage for cables under here as well. There's a few different motor and battery options from 95 to 150 horsepower. so they've not gone crazy with it, and they're all front wheel drive, which is excellent as well. And you can see in this really clever visualization side with the batteries in the floor, nice that manufacturers do this so you can actually see the cutaway of the car and really picture it in your head. You can see it's a small platform, but they've done so much with it and actually offered quite a bit of interior space, so it'll suit most people. The Renault 5 is also going to have a pretty good range, 186 on the 40 kilowatt hour batteries, and on the 52 kilowatt hour batteries you're going to have an official range of up to 248 miles, so that's pretty good for a small EV. This is a really cool battery indicator on the new Renault 5 on the bonnet in lights, so it lights up. It just looks really cool, just adding to the design of it, and this is on a production vehicle. It looks very like a concept car, but this is one of the cool design elements on the new Renault 5. As for charging the Renault 5, the charge placement is on the side of the front of the car. Not my favourite place, but it's better than being directly on the front of the vehicle. It is capable of fast charging. On the 40 kilowatt hour battery, it's 80 kilowatts an hour fast charging, and on the 52 kilowatt hour battery, it's 100 kilowatts an hour fast charging, so 15 to 80% can be done in 30 minutes on both cars. Both vehicles are capable of 11 kilowatts AC charging. For the 52 kilowatt hour battery, for example, that's just under 6 hours for full charge. Another advantage of the Renault 5 E-Tech is it is capable of V2G, or vehicle to grid. It's the first European EV to be capable of this. Luca De Meo, the CEO of Renault, said really interesting things about this vehicle to grid capability and how it will be able to take the pressure off the electric grid. It's really interesting. It is also capable of bi-directional charging, so you'd be able to plug in other appliances into the car and charge them off the vehicle. So inside the Renault 5 electric now, and this is the pop yellow with the yellow interior. It's really cool, looks great. You've got this sporty steering wheel. I wasn't sure how to feel about it in photos, but in real life, really nice. This perforated leather section here, a smallish steering wheel. You've got the multi-sense button like on most Renaults now, which changes the drive modes, so that's really easy to access. You've got traditional Renault buttons behind for your volume, which, to be honest, they're always a bit clunky to get used to, but they're so useful because you can keep your eyes on the road and just use them. They're really user-friendly, so I like that. You've got this center touchscreen here. Climate controls are all physical, really sporty. I love this stitched dash as well. They've done a great job. This one is showing 348 kilometers with 87% battery, so I'll convert that into miles in the edit so you'll be able to see that. Also, another thing that Renault and Dacia have done is they've set up another button, so every time you get in the car you can press it and it will preset what your safety assistance systems is, so you don't have to turn off lane assist, you don't have to turn off each system. It just has it how you want with one touch of a button, which is excellent. You've also got electronic handbrake now, which makes sense for an electric car instead of having a normal handbrake, which some other budget vehicles have got. I'm really loving the look of this. You've got this really cool square headliner as well. It looks great, and wireless charging, just really cool. Oh, what's that? Some more storage, a little bin. Just a lot of cool, funky elements, and they're definitely bringing the fun back into cars. I love it. It looks great. Only thing, I'm not a huge fan of the gear selector being up here. It's very sort of Mercedes-esque how that is. So, you know, it's, yeah, you can actually change this. They've made that customizable, which is quite cool. Something you get used to, and your indicator switches and wipers are down here. Loving the feel of the seats. It is cheap and cheerful electric motoring, and that was Renault's goal with it. It looks excellent. And the interior is kind of color coded to whatever you've got on the outside. These are all the accessories that fit inside the Renault 5. Cup holders, for example, which I showed before. Really cool, and they're all 3D printed, which is really clever. And then these are your gear selector, different elements that you can add on or change to customize your Renault 5. And this is the famous baguette holder for the Renault 5, which you can buy as an accessory. Lots of things now on electric cars becoming like modular and accessories, which is nice because people can pick and choose what they want on the car, even if it is a baguette holder. At the back of the car, you've got the rear concealed door handles like on the Clio. I really like this look because I love 3-door cars, but 5-door practicality is what most people prefer, so you've got that. And then I'll show you the back seats now. You don't have a massive amount of room back here, but you do have quite a bit of headroom as it's quite a boxy shape, but not a massive amount of leg room. And I do really like the fun elements, like the yellow being brought inside into the interior. It's really nice. Even they've added some gloss black handles just to make it feel a bit nicer. Your nice window switches are in the back. They're not windy windows as you might think. Yeah, it just feels really nice. Not too bad. The middle seat as well, it's quite comfy. There's not a lot of leg room here. Foot room, so you've got to kind of put them either side. But for a small little car, it'll be perfect for most people. I really like how it looks. This 5 detailing on the seats is really cool as well. I really like this 5 detailing on the seats. Just adds to the look of the car. Thank you all for watching, and there's more Geneva content coming up.